Good Friday morning, everyone. Hope you all are enjoying these pleasant conditions that we've had, not just upcoming for today and this morning, but for the last couple of days that we've had across the Panhandles region. Taking a look at our sky cam out in Bushland, we can see those calm, sunny conditions. It actually looks how it feels. It looks pleasant out there and feels that way as well. We are seeing some morning cloud cover, but again, it's kind of just miscellaneous all over the place in terms of its area of coverage. But overall, we're expecting beautiful conditions to be the name of the game throughout the rest of the day. Now, as we take a look at our temperature here in Amarillo, we're sitting at 64 degrees. We are dealing also with some overcast conditions right now, but we'll continue to see the cloud cover kind of dissipate as the day continues. The winds coming out of the south southwest at 14 miles an hour, and our dew point at 48 as dry air continues to have a stranglehold across the area. Many of us sitting in the 60s and a couple 50s, 52 in Dalhart, 64 here in Amarillo, 65 in Clarendon, 62 in Clovis, and 67 in Canadian at this hour. Now, again, that dry air I alluded to continues to have a stranglehold across a wide swath of the United States, including portions of Southern California, the Southwest, much of the Southern and Central Plains, and even along portions of the southeast and mid-Atlantic. It's a large area where we have high pressure, although we are seeing some storms trying to flare up near portions of Louisiana. But overall, we're dry here, and that's what matters. However, with all this dry air and clear conditions that we've had, we've lacked some rainfall, and it's starting to show. Our latest drought monitor published yesterday indicating that we have a abnormally dry batch of land of area mainly along and south of I-40, and including even a small little pocket of moderate drought over portions of Cottle, Childress, and southeastern Hall County that has been developing as we haven't seen much in the way of rainfall. But that may change as we take a look at early next week. But before we get to the rain, let's talk about these calm and clear, pleasant conditions. Over the next couple of hours, our temperatures will continue to moderate, reaching the upper 80s by 1 o'clock. Around lunchtime, you'll trade in the jackets or light sweaters this morning for shorts and short sleeve shirts by the time we get to lunchtime. So we're at the part of the year where we get a tale of two seasons. You get a taste of fall in the morning, and then summertime is coming around around lunchtime. But as we take a look at our model, we're expecting warm and mild conditions. Another day with temperatures near 10 degrees above average. We'll cool down tonight, clear conditions. So for anybody who's attending any high school football games or other sporting events or any outdoor activities that may be taking place, we will have calm and pleasant weather. As we head into Saturday, we'll continue that trend of calm and pleasant conditions where highs will be just slightly cooler, only reaching the mid 80s, but overall, still temperatures above average or so. While the model's indicating some storms trying to make its way through portions of our northwestern counties, I do think it's a tad overdone. While there could be some moisture that makes its way through portions of New Mexico and tries to make its way to eastern New Mexico, I'm very doubtful that the atmosphere is conducive to create or to hold up any storm development later this weekend. But as we head into Sunday, we could see some storms try and flare up later in the afternoon and evening hours as a frontal boundary kind of hovers near our north, but overall will be mild yet again. Now, taking a look at our forecast for today, we still have that taste of summer lingering around with highs expected in the 80s and 90s. Now, we go into this weekend still with moderate conditions. Temperatures, again, ranging between 5 to 10 degrees or so above average. Those dry and warm conditions continuing throughout the weekend. Low chance for showers, especially on Sunday, but it's going to be the breezy conditions. I know we're no stranger here to days where we have wind gusts of 20 miles an hour or so at times, but we could be talking about wind gusts approaching 40 miles an hour. So let's take a look at our forecast for our wind gusts. As we go throughout this afternoon, or rather this morning, we could see winds gusting anywhere between 20 to 25 miles an hour. That's not a problem. Heading toward Friday, or Friday evening rather, we could see winds try and pick up near the 30-mile-an-hour gusting range. That's really reserved for some of our northwestern counties. Those winds will subside and die down overnight, but then as we head into Saturday, that's where we could see some areas, especially in the higher terrain in our northwestern counties, reach wind gusts nearing 40 miles an hour. So it'll feel blustery and warm out there. This is a southerly, southwesterly breeze we're dealing with. So overall, calm and pleasant conditions, but we could see a resurgence of winds as we head towards Sunday. Our next weather maker, well, it's going to be the temperatures. As we head throughout this weekend, they remain mild, as I've said. But as we head toward early next week, we'll have a front try and sweep through the United States. And in fact, you can see the areas that were once in the 80s as highs, trade those 80s for 70s and maybe even 60s across portions of the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and even down here. We could have some days in the 70s. So fall lovers rejoice. Fall conditions are on the horizon thanks to that cold front. But along with it, we could be dealing with some moisture. Now, as we take a look at the overall temperature outlook, we still have a 50% shot of experiencing temperatures that are above average over the next 6 to 10 days. Our normal high is 78. So anything above 78 degrees or 77 by that point, will be considered above average. So that will still take place. That doesn't mean that every day will be above average in terms of temperatures, but as we take a holistic look at all of our temperatures, they will more than likely, or rather 50% shot of seeing those temperatures above average, while we see a 36% chance of seeing normal precipitation in the area. So taking a look at our 7-day tracker, we're looking mild throughout the next couple of days, temperatures anywhere between 5 to 10 degrees or so above average. We'll see the winds pick up over the weekend, gusts anywhere between 25 to 40 miles an hour, and then we'll get a cooling trend early next week as a cold front tries to make its way through over the early part of next week. We're still ironing out the exact timing and just how much rain we'll actually get out of it, but nonetheless, we are convinced that we'll see fall-like conditions return to the Panhandles region after summer's grip lets loose just a bit. Now, I hope you all take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe tune in for our 11 o'clock show, but if not, then Matt will have an update for you guys later this afternoon and evening. You all take care and have a great rest of your day.